Matt is surrounded by NYPD. Hell's Kitchen is in chaos after an explosive attack, and our hero and villain talk for the first time. Matt has finally found Vladimir, the man who can give him answers. However, with Fisk's explosive attack on the Russians' warehouses, Hell's Kitchen is in chaos, with Fisk's paid-off cops hitting the streets to silence Vladimir for good. Foggy and Karen bring Miss Cardenas to the hospital, which is already full of injured citizens from the explosions. Luckily, returning to her job as a nurse in this critical situation, they find help from Claire. The NYPD, led by Detective Blake and Detective Hoffman, surround Matt and Vladimir in an abandoned warehouse. Ben Ulrich is on the scene trying to get answers to the night's events. With the whole city watching, Fisk makes his move against Matt, condemning him as a criminal and turning the whole city against him. Most shows today split their seasons into halves, ending their fall half-season with a mid-season finale, then ending the spring half-season with a season finale. As Daredevil premiered its entire season at once, it didn't follow the scheduling formula. Even so, this episode has all the makings of a solid mid-season finale. Condemned does a strong job in building this first half of the season to this climax, throwing Hell's Kitchen into chaos, as well as the citizens and characters we've gotten to know within it. Most of the characters, once separated by certain situations, cross each other's paths. At the hospital, Claire is the one to help Foggy and Karen, as well as interacting with the hospital administrator who helped Ben. Ben finds himself on the scene with detectives Blake and Hoffman, who've been dealing with Fisk and the Russians. The moment to shine in this episode is a conversation between Matt and Fisk. Without meeting face to face, Fisk finally confronts the man in the mask, who's been asking about him. They parry back and forth in conversation, trying to break the other's defenses. It's a verbal fight scene, in contrast to the numerous choreographed fight scenes throughout the show.